So now we've got our master page, I'm going to edit it slightly to provide some style. So for example, I can click onto this text here and I'm going to turn it this sort of dark browny colour, maybe that one, and then I'm going to click on the outline, and you see how when I actually click on the outline it goes solid all the way around the edge, and then I can click and say, well, okay, that's going to be my background. You'll notice now that I've made this solid, the menu has gone into the background, so I can change the order of things by right clicking and saying arrange, send to back. I can also create a sidebar, for example, by clicking over here like this and clicking on the same colour. Oh, I've got to click on the edge again, silly me, and there we are. So I could have news over here, for example. I can change fonts and things up here, or I can use the text stars in here. So highlight that, make that into a heading. All of this we can then save. Yep. And when we go back to our pages, view page, you can see the home page looks like this, and then other pages which have already got things on are slightly different. Something else I can add to the master page, so view master page, is I can add a search box. So it's in my quick build up here. I've already added on my results page where I want the results to come up. So I can then drag a search box up here. It lets me select which page it should go to, and there we are. There's our search box on every page. View page, and we can see my search box appears on every page. That's my search results page, so let's make that look a little bit nicer, like that. So what we've got really is we can now start adding things to this page. So maybe I want to say a bit on the menu about what we've got to eat, and I could do this as a table like this, and I can select the formatting of the table. So let's find a nice one. I think that's okay. And then we can put things in our table, and you see it looks a little bit like Microsoft Excel. So I could say falafel, £3.95, just like that. Then sheesh, and that's going to be £6.50. We could put a description in here, we could put some titles along the top, and so on. And you can see it comes up as a table like this. If you want to, you can grow and shrink the table, and you can also delete columns in the usual kind of way. So that's tables. Now I think we also want some pictures, and you can put pictures on the master page as well. So I've created a text box here. I'm going to go into assets, and then I can drag and drop a picture. Now this is quite a big picture, so I'm going to tell it yes to shrink it down, and then I can click on the picture itself and I can change the size of that picture. If I want more things in my assets table, I need to find them online. So here's my falafel pictures page, and ooh, that looks good, doesn't it? So I'm going to right click and I'm going to do save image as, save, and it will come up down here. I can then say show in folder, drag it onto Web Plus, and then drag it into my picture assets, and it will keep it then all with the site. So if I want to put that in here, I drag it in, yes, shrink it down, and then I can shrink it down further, like that. So let's have a look at what our site is starting to look like. So I'm going to preview site, and there we are. And let's have a look at the different pages. There we are. So there's our falafel page, and you can see our pictures are coming up just here. You have to play with it slightly to get it to put everything where you want it. So last thing is there's all sorts of extra effects that I've not been telling you about. So for example, you can use gradients to fill, you can put whatever kind of pictures you like, you can put all sorts of extra buttons and things in your site, you can put things on that link to social media, all this kind of thing, but I'm going to leave that for you to find out. So that's the basics of how to get going with Web+. We'll see how you get on, and maybe we'll have some more videos in the future. Thanks.